They were called settlements, or colonies, established by different European countries like England, Spain, the Netherlands, France, and more. Here's how it began.
In 1607, England established its first settlement at Jamestown in Virginia. In 1620, Massachusetts was first settled by the Pilgrims. Then, in the 1630s, some settlers from Massachusetts started their own settlements in New Hampshire, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. Maryland was founded in 1632 by Lord Baltimore as a haven for Roman Catholics who were being persecuted in England. South Carolina and North Carolina were originally one colony. That was in 1663. New York was founded as the Dutch colony of New Netherlands. It became British in 1664 when the Duke of York from England drove the Dutch out. New Jersey was established the same year, 1664, by friends of the Duke of York. In 1671, King Charles II gave land to the William Penn family. They called the land Pennsylvania, which means Penn's Woods. And Georgia was founded in 1732 as a refuge for debtors, people who owed money. Delaware was part of Pennsylvania. Then, in 1776, it became its own state. There you have it, the first 13 colonies.
So, there were 13 colonies. How did they become states? Well, the colonies became the United States in 1776 when many Americans wanted the colonies to start their own country and separate from England. So, the colonists signed the Declaration of Independence, a document that announced the colonies were a new country, separate from England. But the English didn't want that to happen, and the Revolutionary War began. The colonies would have to fight for their freedom. The country needed a flag, and one of the first American flags had 13 stars and 13 stripes that represented each of the 13 colonies. The war went on for many years, and there were many battles between the British soldiers and the American army. In the end, the Americans won the war, and the United States of America became a new nation. The new country needed a constitution. A constitution is a set of laws that people agree on for a government. But all the states would have to approve, or ratify, the Constitution, and that took a little bit of time.
Delaware became the first state to ratify the Constitution, followed by Pennsylvania and New Jersey in 1787. In 1788, Georgia, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Maryland, South Carolina, New Hampshire, Virginia, and New York ratified the Constitution. North Carolina signed on in 1789, followed by Rhode Island in 1790.
That's how it happened. The 13 colonies were now the 13 United States.